Power Hour with John Lee.
The first one we're going to rock is Mr. Chris Dorner. Who was that guy? Chris Dorner, he was born in New York, normal family, normal middle-class family, moved down to California, Norwalk to be precise, when he was about 9 years old. Normal family, normal neighbourhood, nothing to write home about in any way, shape or form. But apparently he was bullied because he was black. You know, he was the only black kid and he got bullied. And I feel that, you know what I mean? I feel that. There was one black kid in our class when I was growing up, and he got some bullying as well. And we all felt terrible about it. But again, at the same time, everybody got bullied for some reason or another. You know, you had to take your beats. And he took his beats growing up, and he turned into a really big lad. And he went to college, to university, and he's playing American football. He's a fucking beast. Absolute beast. But he claimed that the coach was a racist. Okay. Maybe he fucking was. But this has been used against him, that he claimed his coach was a racist because of what I'm about to tell you. But he may have been a racist. Anyway, he goes through college saying that this guy's a racist, and there's a general theme, according to his friends, that he felt like he was generally and often the victim of racism. And anyway, he becomes a Navy Reserve. So he's doing all the military training, and he's got access to the equipment and the facilities and all that, and he's loving it. He also goes to the LAPD, so he's doing the training for that, whatever. I don't know if he went to the academy or not, to be frank. But he certainly became a police officer. So he's very much into uniforms, this guy. He's got the fucking the fucking American football high school uniform. He rocks that. He loves that. Then he's rocking the Navy Reserves military uniform, and he's rocking the police uniform. I mean, I'm taking an insight there. I'm not sure into what, but I'm seeing somebody who likes uniforms. Maybe he wants to belong. Maybe because he was the only black kid, he felt left out. Maybe he thought, well, if I join something and we all look the same, then we all look the same and my skin colour doesn't matter. Don't know. If that's the case, then it's a little bit sad, I think. But maybe we all feel isolated in some ways. And so he's heavy on the uniforms anyway. And so he comes out of the academy or the training, whatever, and he's got this woman who's working with him. And the woman questions his performance on the job as a cop. And he doesn't take to that. You see, he doesn't like that. He doesn't appreciate that. That's racism, according to him. Again, maybe she was a fucking racist. I don't know. But he then files a complaint against her and is saying that she was guilty of police brutality. She was roughing somebody up unnecessarily. And this goes to a kind of an inquest in which she's found innocent. Okay, so they decide she didn't do it and he's fucking lying. And they kick him off the force, right? So now he's been ejected as a liar. And again, this is racism, according to him. I've heard him described as an injustice collector. This is a person who goes through life saying, right, that's why my life's shit, because you fuckers treat me badly, you're fucking racists, you're sexist, whatever. Anything and everything to conclude something other than, I'm a cunt. And my life fucking reflects that. So he's out of force, he's off the force now, he's out of uniform and he's not feeling it. And he's fucking gets heavy into his weapons training and his weapons collecting. He starts fucking buying and selling, right? This is a guy who's been kicked off the police force, right, for, well, he must have some kind of pathology. He's fucking lying about this woman to get her in trouble when she hasn't done anything, according to the police. And it's so severe that they haven't reprimanded him. They've kicked him off the fucking force. Big, strapping, capable lad like that, and they've kicked him off the fucking force. And yet this guy is able to go and assemble a fucking arsenal of weapons. Crazy, crazy place. And so that's what he does. And he's buying and selling them, for fuck's sake. He's not being watched, is he? And if he is, he's not being watched well. So he's accumulating this anger, you see. And he's got this tribunal, and he loses that. As I mentioned, gets kicked off the force, and The lawyer who represented him had a daughter, a girl called Monica Kwan. And so our friend Chris decides that what he's going to do is execute the daughter of the man who represented him. Didn't prosecute him, represented him. He's going to go and fucking kill his daughter and the boyfriend. So he stalks them, and he waits for these perfectly innocent people in a parking garage, as you call it in America, parking lot maybe, multi-story. And he rocks up with his fucking booyaka weapon, bang, 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 bang. You know? What the fuck is going on here, man? You've got to sort your country out. That is fucked. Some maniac who's been kicked off the police force for fucking making up lies about a female officer and having some kind of mental problem is able to not only assemble an arsenal, but take fucking guns out in the street, go in and stalk people because they're related to other people that he doesn't like, and just blast them, and blast the fucking boyfriend as well. Fucking hell. So after he's done that, and he just fucks off, they don't know who's done it, they ain't got a fucking clue. Arse both hands can't find, right? He goes to a motel, and he gets his fucking laptop out, and he's in the motel typing up a big fat manifesto. And the crux of it is, yeah, he's going to fucking kill as many cops as he can. Right, fuck you lot, you're having it. Anyway, a couple of cops pull up at the lights in the car, you know, young guys, like family guys. One's an established cop, he's got a couple of kids, the other one's new on the force. And he rocks up at the lights next to him in his car. Big Chris, and he is a big lad, don't forget that, right? And he's got his goggles on. This is all seen, yeah? He's got goggles on, big fucking grin on his face. And he just leans out of his window, right, with a fucking Uzi or whatever, I don't know, like that, bat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat, through the fucking window. And he's leaning, fuck off, through the window, right? Fucking blasts them both. One's dead on the scene, the other one gets taken to hospital later and dies. And eyewitnesses say that he had a big fucking dozy grin on his face, like I say, and he just fucking rolled out, grinning with his goggles on, just fucking rolls out, disappears, right? Chills it. No one knows where the fuck he's gone. Turns out he's gone to a town called Big Bear, right, in the mountains of Southern California, where it snows like fuck. Crazy, isn't it? Right next to Mexico. Snows like fuck. And he gets there, and he gets out of his car and he burns it. He torches his car, you know, part of his plan, I suppose. And then he disappears into the mountains. And up in these mountains, because it's off-season, there's a lot of these cabins are empty. You know what I mean? People buy them and leave them there because it's fucking out in the arse end of nowhere. You're not going to drive all that way to burgle somebody. So they don't fucking bother with security. They just leave the cabins up there. So he's up there on a mission. And he's breaking into cabins and he's staying there. Nobody knows where he is. And meanwhile, the cops have fucking got their asses together and decided, right, this guy's dangerous. It's obviously him who's killed these two in the parking lot. He's done these two at the lights. And we've got to get up there. And, you know, they found his car torched out and they're trying to track him now. And they've declared him as the most wanted man in America, you know, and all the, you know, the FBI's on it and whoever, you know, all the different agencies, task forces together. We're going to go up there and flush him out. And a couple of local cops are on the case trying to fucking get in touch with him or find him. But it's difficult because, and don't forget, he's armed to the fucking teeth, man. He's got an arsenal of weapons and loads of ammo. And, you know, he's fucking hiding around in these different cabins and he thinks, right, I need a vehicle. So he finds a cabin with a couple of people there, car outside it, thinks, right, nice one. Goes up to the door, knock, knock, knock. Hiya, yeah, I'm here to speak to you about... Get on the fucking floor now! On the fucking floor! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Car keys now! Tie her up! Right? Gets the fucking car keys, stays there for a while, probably gets some food, and then he's gone. He's in the car, see you later. they managed to make a phone call. She's on the phone to the fucking police, to the dispatch, saying he's been in, he's bum rushed us, he's fucking tied us up and all that, and he's nicked the car. Now, he didn't kill them because they weren't police. He's only after police. So he's fucking taken that car, done what he's done with that, and then he's burnt that out. He's ditched it. I don't think he burns it. He ditched it. And he sees another guy who owns this massive territory of land. Sees him driving down. He's like doing a check, make sure no one's fucking around on his property. And he's, stop the car, get out of the fucking car, walk on. Right, gets his car, steals it. So this guy fucking phones the police as well. He gets himself down the road, and no one knows where he is again. Right. So what's he's done? He's got himself into this cabin, and these local cops are kind of tracking him now because he's starting to do things to people who know the cops. And they said, yeah, he's gone up there. There's only one road, and they've found where he is at this cabin. These two cops have turned up on their own. I'm sorry, but that's a stupid manoeuvre. Right? This guy's coming from LA. Right? He's coming from the fucking, one of the biggest cities in the world. He's got military training, an arsenal of weapons, and two fucking local country cops are going to take him down. I just think whoever allowed that to happen made a big mistake. And they both got shot. And one of them got killed. And the other one's fucking, sparkers on the floor. But this is when all the rest of the cops arrive now. So, he can't get out. And he's engaging them now. And they're trying to get to him. They're trying to kill him. And he's trying to kill them. And there's a gunfight. And these two cops are still on the floor. And so they chuck smoke bombs in there so they can run in and get these cops out. One of them dies, like I say. And there's hundreds of rounds, man. They're exchanging hundreds and hundreds of rounds. And this goes on for 2 hours. Right? I mean, how many bullets can you fire in 2 hours from, elite semis or fully automatic weapons? Fuck knows, but it's a lot. And in the end, same as at Waco, they fucking lie. Why lie? They fired tear canisters in there, right? And then, for whatever reason, the tear canisters have accidentally fucking set on fire, right? They started a fire, these tear canisters. Right, so you didn't learn that from Waco. Your fucking excuse for burning down the house at Waco, right, with about 29, 30 kids. I nearly said something disrespectful, but because it's kids, they killed a load of kids, man, and their excuse was that they accidentally set fire to the tear gas canisters that they sent in there, right? And then you didn't develop any policy against that because you just fucking done it again. Lying bastards. You do it deliberately. You send the fucking tear canisters in, if that's what it is. You fire canisters in there with flammable material, and then you just fucking blast it like that and set it off and burn the fuckers when they won't come out. Don't you? You lying bastards. Anyway, this, he's a bad man, whatever, but don't lie about it. So that's what we do. So he's in there, they're burning the house down, he's fucking surrounded, he's thinking, I'm going to be on telly me. You know what I mean? You're going to pull my pants down and fucking turkey lift me down the path. So, bang. Kills himself. And, he killed 4 people, wounded 3. Just went off his fucking head completely. And this guy, right, I mean, if he hadn't have accused that woman, that female cop, of being brutal, which she may have been, and being a racist, which she may have been, I don't know, if he hadn't crossed one of his own, he'd have been out on the streets with a badge, that fucker. In fact, he was out on the streets with a badge. They gave him a badge and a fucking gun.